Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. The stream layout has been updated. There's a little bit more screen space now. The chats come in and fade out. I think the chats are also a little bit easier to read. So, I don't know, let me know if you like it. I can always go back to the old one if nobody likes it, but I think I like it so far, but we're gonna see how it works. That's kind of the purpose of this stream, is we're just testing things out. I mean, I'm gonna do some game development too, but I wanted you to be bigger to see more of that face. Oh, goodness. Okay, but anyway, before I say hello to everyone, I want to remind everyone that Gunforged is available for sale. It's not in the Steam summer sale anymore, so it's not on sale, but you can still purchase it if you want to support my work. And if you do play it, and I would appreciate if you left a review, that would be great. I also have my brand new online cooperative multiplayer course on Udemy. The link for that is in the description below. It's hot and new, so get it while it's hot and new. Yeah, this is just going to cover all of the high-level multiplayer stuff you'll need to know to make a cooperative multiplayer game. And of course, by learning that stuff, you'll be able to translate that over to other types of multiplayer games as well. So yeah, that's another way of supporting me, and also a great way of getting an understanding of that concept. So anyway, those things are linked below, like I said, and that's it for the advertisements, so we can go ahead and get started. Didn't expect bonus stream. That sounds like a Dark Souls message. Didn't expect bonus stream. Welcome back, Blake. Hello, Adam. Welcome back. You're a new layout. Very nice. Bonus, any key, welcome. This guy's trying to keep me on my toes. Hello, Schlurgy. Hello, Real Cruda. Hello, Forgotten. Welcome, welcome. Erlindo, welcome back. Good to see you. Hello, Hawk Game Dev. Welcome. Good to see you again. How are you doing? I just got your multiplayer course 2 days ago. Pretty good stuff. Well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. The course is doing all right so far, so that's great. How are you doing? So, for those of you that were here this morning, we were working on the card inspector, and let me think. We were working on the card inspector, and we added this little border here, this bone border for the card inspector, but it looks a little bit weird, especially when there's a scroll bar. So I might do some scroll bar styling, as well as, let me think, do some scroll bar styling. So if I open this up, yeah, so I'm not sure that, okay, buddy, okay, I know. The cat needs attention. Every time when I'm streaming, you had all day to come and do this. You had all day to come and do this. And now that I'm streaming, you're jealous. Okay. Okay, all right, I get it, okay. All right. Okay. Gonna put you down now. There you go. So I think it looks a little bit weird with this bone border here being on the top and bottom and right hand sides. So I think what I'll do is I'll create an alternate version of this panel container, which contains only the border on the left. I'm going to keep this in case I want to use that as a border for other things. Actually, I know exactly what I want to use it as a border for. So let's actually go do that right now. So there's an artifact tooltip here. This border here, where is that even coming from? Oh, is this a panel container? It is a panel container. So check this out. Type variation bone border. It didn't work. Oh, there we go. Boom, bone border on the artifact display. I want to see what that looks like actually. How do I do that? Run manager. This dot get artifact manager dot, oh my gosh, here's what I'm gonna do. Game debug public static add random artifact, public static void add random artifact, node node.get artifact manager.add artifact registry dot from ID artifact registry dot all IDs dot I don't know, math util randi range. Okay, so now I can just call this. I can do game debug dot add random artifact. That should work. All right, let's see. All good. Trying to promote your stuff with my contacts. Like, it truly helped me learn a lot about GDScript and Godot. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for that. I very much appreciate that. Godot in general, yeah. The one problem I still have with this new stream layout is that the featured chats that I'm pulling up can overlay on my banner there, so I got to figure out what to do about that, but that's okay. This new inspector is hot. The cat is like, the viewers want me. Yes, he's very much enjoys the attention. All right, let's see. Look at that bone border. Yes, that looks much better than the flat border I had before. We got a bone border now. Hello, Marcos. I was working on icons for my plugin, just look a little better. Yeah, so you're making a Godot plugin? Yeah, if you could do custom icons with the plugin, that's great. That definitely makes it look more professional. So yeah, that looks good. So we got the bone border around that. So I'm going to experiment with just, yeah, let's just create a variant of the border here. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So let's make this a new layer. Let's do outline, bones. We're going to make these a new layer, or a new group, I mean. Group, variant, default. Let's duplicate that group. We'll lock that group and hide that group. This outline here needs to go for a little bit. And we'll do this. Just realized something, actually. I think I actually need this to be larger. Might actually change this real quick. Sprite canvas size. Plus 16, plus 16, we'll go this way. I need to make this a little bit, give it a little bit more stuff in here. Actually, let's just do this. Fill that in. So this here. Doesn't seem right, but that's okay. Now what in the heck? Did I not do this right? This is 64 by 64, or 32 by 32. This is 48 by 48. What am I doing wrong here? I guess the math just doesn't work. Very curious. Or maybe I'm just thinking about it wrong. Am I thinking about this wrong? That's always a possibility. No, there's too much space. Well, that's okay. I don't need to make it an even 48. I can just move this up. I'll do the same here. Just put that over there. And I can move this over here. It doesn't need to be a perfect dimension or whatever that means, you know? All right. There we go. Perfect. And I'll just take whatever that is. Sprite crop. Cool. All right, let's copy all the bones. Paste those into outline. Okay. So there's my default variant. I'm going to have to update the texture here. That's okay. Duplicate that. We're going to do variant left. So variant left, we're basically just going to take all of this here, delete that, and then the outline, fill that in. Okay, cool. So let's export border left. And then we'll do export just normal border here. Export. All right, let's go in and figure this out. Hello, Dylan. I released one of the big commercial Unity save systems to Godot in C# under MIT. You should take a look if you're interested in tutorials on my channel. Sweet, I will take a look. What is it called? I will, or I can try to find your channel after the stream. Let me write it down. Are you the creator of the original Unity save system, or did you just port it? Okay. Hello, Kelso. Yes, another stream indeed. We're back. Hello, pseudonym. Today someone messaged me on LinkedIn from a game studio, said they were looking for Java Node.js. I'm a Java Node.js. My game was in Node.js. I hope I get it. Well, yeah, good luck. 99% of the time I land on this stream, you're pushing pixels around. Yeah, well, it's a pixel game, so there's going to be a lot going on. But yeah, I hope that that job works out for you. It sounds promising. So good luck to you. Good luck, good luck. Griffin, maybe because it has a border of white space. Yeah, I think so. I think that was probably what was causing that. Custom nodes like Task Executor, Hitbox, fun stuff. The Hitbox icon is boxing glove. Nice. And with icons, it's easy to identify what the node does. Yep. Late stream. Yeah, we're doing a second stream. This is the second stream today. I'm still live. No, it's a new live, yeah. If I was still... Man, that would be a marathon stream for sure. Creator is low scope. It's ported at his consent. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. Be curious what makes it... what's going on in that plugin. You made the font, you get it. No, I got it from somewhere, a public domain font. I have to be honest with you, the pixel fade you add to the background ate it. Something about it feels off every time I've seen it. Have you explored other ways of fading the background? Well, I can. I'm not entirely in love with it either, but I need to figure out a fade that I can do with my limited color palette, which is going to be a little bit difficult. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that, but yeah, open to suggestions. Anyway, let's go ahead and edit this theme now. So if I go to my theme, where is that? Oh, the texture margins are still correct. Okay. Cool. So that's panel container bone border. I'm going to do panel container bone border left. Okay. The base type, oops. Base type is panel container. Add the panel here. New style box texture. I'm going to copy. Let's go to the bone border one. Copy this. And then go back to the bone border left, paste it in here, make it unique, go into it, change the texture. We'll keep all the padding and stuff the same just so it's consistent, I guess. But now in here, this root container, we'll change this to panel container bone border left. And there we go. We've only got the bones on one side now. So I think that looks great. Yeah, it looks great. So let's go ahead and check that out. Yeah, I think that looks great. Creates a nice separation between the drawer and everything. So yeah, regarding the fade, yeah, if anyone has any suggestions on what to do with the fade here, I'm all ears. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish it. Ritual candle. I like the fade. Oh no, here we go. We're starting another civil war in the chat. Okay, so what I need to do, oh yeah, I need to do the scroll bar now. So I don't know if you can see it that well on the stream, but there's a little bit of a black scroll bar background. So we're gonna see if we can figure out how to style that. I wonder if I can just keep the game running and stop. Well, I should probably commit what I have first. Tweak bone border and add left only variant. Cool. So with this thing, what are we going to do about this scroll here? I think maybe I will just go through the effort of making something actually look good. So let's do new, I don't know, we'll just do 64 by 64, I suppose. Okay, all right. I'm just going to do something super basic, I think. We'll do this. Let me think. How am I going to make this look? I guess that looks decent. Kind of trying to make it look a little bit like metal, I guess, but maybe if I do something like this. Yeah, that looks kind of cool, actually. Yeah. Doesn't look bad. Now, in terms of this, let's see. I think that looks fine. Okay. Oops. I do need to save this actually. UI, where am I going to put this? Panel, I'm just going to do it. Scrollbar.asprite. We'll just roughly center that. We need a lit version of this as well. It's going to be lit. So we do this, do that. Oops. Okay. That'll work. All right, let's go ahead and edit that scroll bar now. I think I already have a theme for this. V scroll bar, yeah. So let's change the grabber. This needs to be a style box texture. Atlas texture, quick load. What am I quick loading? Scroll bar. Oh, I gotta edit the region. 16 by 16. There we go. All right, texture margins. Yikes. What are my texture margins? So it looks like it might be 5 left, 6 right. Is that right? 7. Oh, I should move this over then. 7, 7. Seven and 7. The top, I want it to go down to like here. That's 5. And the bottom, I guess we'll try 3. That's not going to look good when it gets stretched, is it? Well, we could do horizontal, no, vertical tile. Oh, goodness. Well, we'll see how it goes, I suppose. Is there a way to test this easily? Oh, goodness. That's not rendering correctly at all. Okay. Hello, Artem. Welcome back. Maybe like a distortion like desert. Bro, I took a train 6 hours ago the last time I chatted. You were telling me you're still streaming. I'm impressed. No, this is a new stream. It would be impressive if I was still streaming, but no, that is not the case. Nope. Nope, I had stuff to do today. I don't know why this scroll bar is not looking good. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT to make the scroll bar look good for me. Do I need to do the content margins, maybe? Content margins doesn't seem to do anything. Good to know. Oh, this UX is so bad. It's okay. Let me run the game and see. I don't know why it doesn't look right. Why doesn't it look right? Did I do something wrong? I don't think so. Why is it super small? Did I do something wrong here? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, here's the 9. Oh, that would be easier. Oops. Pixel snap. Yeah, that's right. Maybe this needs to be over. Oh, this is looking very dire indeed. What the heck? Expand margins. Do I need these expand margins? I don't understand what's happening. Oh, this is not going to look good anyway. Okay, I'm gonna need a different pattern probably for the scroll bar. Honestly, I might just get rid of that. Get rid of the, oops. Pay no attention to me. I do know what I'm doing, believe me or not. It looks a little flat now, but maybe I can fix that. Might just have to be content with a simpler pattern like that for the auto tiling purposes. Edit region. I think that's correct. Okay, that looks decent now. I don't know why I needed to change those expand margins though. You're doing big move these days, yes. Could you just set a max size of the bar and set it as the entire texture? So Godot doesn't have a concept of max size, which I'm sure you're aware of, but also the scroll bar is not easily accessible. I'd have to do that through code because the scroll bar is being added via the scroll container. So I'm kind of being resistant to changing the scroll bar myself, you know what I mean? I don't really like that scroll bar either because it just looks too flat. Maybe I will have to change, maybe, I don't know. It's strange that you're not used to broadcasting at this time. Yeah, I am not. The sun is setting and it's kind of coming right in my face. Well, it's not setting, I guess, but it's going down. It's getting low in the sky. I don't know. I don't like this bar. How are we liking the new stream layout, by the way? Do we like it or no? Do we like the old stream layout? Let me know. Or maybe you guys don't care. Maybe any stream layout works. I don't know what to do about the scroll bar. My years of experience designing UI tell me if you need a scroll bar, something else needs to change in the UI. Have you designed on a 640 by 360 canvas? No, I know it's a good point, but I don't know how to display all the information I need to display without a scroll bar. And I also have a very limited screen real estate, so it's also possible that I could have so much information that it literally doesn't fit on a screen. That's not likely, I don't think, but it could happen. The inventory on board are hidden when you inspect a card. Not sure what your thoughts on this are. Well, the reason why that's the case is because your mouse events get intercepted whenever the card inspection is open. Which I guess I don't need to do. But it just feels kind of odd to be able to like open this up and then close this tab and still have this open. And then be able to move things around the board and still have this open. So this is supposed to designate that like this has the focus right now. And that you can't do anything else without closing it. However, I guess that doesn't need to be that way. The other thing too is that when you bring this up, it pauses the combat. So if you bring this up during combat, the combat gets paused. And so I would need a way of indicating that as well. I think dimming the screen kind of just conveys all the information at once. Like this is a, you know, this is an interstitial here. Can you try to make the scroll texture look more like the bone texture from the border? The problem is the scroll texture needs to stretch, although I guess I could do that. I don't know what I would make it look like though. That's a good question. Needs more ads. My AI self needs more to scrape. Can you categorize the stuff you need to display? I could, yeah. But, I don't really care about seeing the chat on the screen, as I can see it right next to the screen. Yeah, I think people on mobile, though, like if you're mobile full screen, you can't see the live chat, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't watch YouTube on my phone, so I don't know. But the chat, at least coming up temporarily, I think is nice, especially for like VODs and stuff if the chat ever gets deleted, because there are some VODs like that just don't have the live chat available, so... If you can have categories, do tabs. I really don't want to break the card up into categories. Because like the main thing is like you could have a bunch of abilities here that just end up in a list, and making a tab won't necessarily solve the scroll bar problem if there's enough abilities on the card. Of course, this screen could be made wider, I suppose. But yeah, I'm going to keep the scroll bar for now. I'm not going to be militantly anti-scroll bar. Let's see. I don't like the scroll bar design though. Let's get the other scroll bar elements in place. Grab or highlight. I don't know. Copy this. Paste this here. Make unique. Edit region. Grid snap. Boom. Okay, grabber pressed. We'll just put that there too. This will be a style box empty. And this scroll is the background. We'll do a style box empty there as well. All right, let's see what happens. .640 by 360 is a struggle. Font sizes alone take up so much space. Same issue with my projects, yeah. Maybe make the name abilities and do hover for more info. There's two reasons why I don't want to do hover. One, I would have to somehow augment the rich text label with being able to detect hover over links, which may be okay, which may happen. But number two, if I eventually add controller support, that's going to be a nightmare. It's much easier to make a controller scroll a view than to go in and highlight individual elements of the descriptions. So yeah, that's the reason I'm not doing that. It's nice having all the info on the same screen, in my opinion. I think that there are just going to be design issues with this game. I'm not a designer. I'm trying to make the most of what I've got, but there's probably going to be stuff that could be improved here and there, but we'll see. Sorry being corny before about something else needed to change. I know the struggle with small screens. No, it's all good, all good. The map is the only screen that's completely stagnant. Yes, I actually have written down here as one of my next tasks to add more life to the map. So that is actually in my to-do list. Anyway, let's see. Any animation plan for it? Yeah, I'm gonna do, I don't know, I'll have to see. Maybe like little critters running around on the map. I want to put more map decorations generally on it, like maybe have a little campfire or something with smoke coming out of it, like the hookah shader. Just put like little tiny decorations around, you know? Birds maybe. I don't know, something like that. I want to animate the character too. The character needs to be animated for sure. Game looks gorgeous right now. That's a great color scheme. Did you use one of those palette picker apps? Yes, I did, yeah. It's called Witching Hour. It's on low spec. I think the scroll bar is the best of the alternatives. I think the scroll bar is going to be fine to do what I need to do now, but it could change in the future. I reserve the right to change anything. I know, like, yeah, I'm not in love with a scroll bar either, but it's the most feasible solution for now. Make the icons dance like Super Mario 3. That's a funny one. Welcome, Nibs, by the way. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome, welcome. Did I do something here? I don't know. I got to change the featured chat thing. I think you need 1,000 wagons on the map. I do have a wagon that never got added to the map. Need to do that. I need to do that. What am I doing? Oh, right. I need to test this. And now the scroll bar has disappeared. Probably because this is a Starbox empty. Let's do a Starbox flat. We're going to change this to have just 0 alpha there. Content margins. Is this what I need to change? I wonder if this will update in real time here. Let's see. It is not updating in real time, but it is updating here. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like that scroll bar. Let's see. What else can we do with this scroll bar? I have an idea, I guess. So just take the skulls like I did before. So somebody made this suggestion to take the skull like I did before. That's a pretty terrible looking skull. I'm still not great at drawing skulls, okay? I need a background. Background! Save me. That'll work. That'll work. And then we'll do some bones again. That does not look like a bone. Why is this so hard all of a sudden? I'm trying to draw them a little bit bigger than I was before. Oh, that'll work. That'll work. This one needs to be thinner. That'll work too. Okay. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it'll be too thin. I don't know. We'll see. But I also need like a bottom skull, I think. Oops. Cool. I wonder if I should do like an extra border around it too. I don't know what I would do with this border. Maybe I could just fill this in. I could do that. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I need to move this on a different layer. Well, that doesn't look great either. Okay. We'll just go with the plain thing without any sort of borders or anything. Delete. Okay. I do need to outline this though. Outline that. Move it down, I suppose. Cool. I want to keep working on the survivor's course, but cat is laying on me. Oh yeah, you're not allowed to move when the cat's laying on you. Can't hate how it looks if you can't see it. That's true. That's one thing Unity does better. Yeah, I agree. What program are you using to create the sprites? It's a sprite. Now the cat left me. Well, now you can work. Creating sprite or other parts of arts and game development is hard for me. Is there any AI that's specifically created for generating sprites and sprite sheets? I don't think so, no. At least I haven't heard of one. What font are you using for this project? I'm using a couple of fonts. I think Grandeur is what it's called. And then Soft Square. So here, Grandeur, Voice, Soft Square, and Soft Square Mono. I think these are all public domain fonts that I got from itch.io. One of them is from the Chevy Ray font pack. Maybe Grandeur. Did I buy Grandeur? I don't know. I don't remember. You're welcome. You are welcome, Infinity01. So let's try. Did I export this yet? Let's go ahead and export. Let's try changing the scrubber. Or the grabber, I guess it's called. Am I not allowed to edit the margins here? Oh, here we go. That's so annoying. Do I still need those expand margins? I guess I do. Why do I need those? I don't understand. I don't know why this scroll bar is not using a proper size. Why won't this use the... I don't understand. I don't understand scroll bars. Whatever, that's fine. I'm going to do a highlight version of it. Just going to add some highlighting here. Okay. Duplicate this. This is 4. This is 4. Okay. Now in this case, I think what I'll do is I'll just... Oops. I should change this color first. That'll work. Might even keep some of the darker parts. Okay, that looks good, I think. Export back into Godot. Grabber. I'm just gonna take this grabber. Oh my gosh, these windows. Grabber highlight. There, make unique. Where's my texture region? Texture region, where is it? Here? Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, here. Goodness. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna take this grabber pressed now. All right. Jeepers. Stupid cats, I hate cats. Oh no, don't say that. That's the thing with scroll bars, they have their ups and downs. Oh my gosh. Adam with the pun again. It's ridiculous. Oh, did I do something wrong? That scroll bar looks pretty decent, actually. Maybe it's a little bit thin, but... I don't know why it's lit up, though. Oh, I'm so upset. Okay, make unique recursive. Oh, I forgot to make the Atlas texture unique. That's what happened. All right, let's go back in. There's so many bones. Texture... Goodness gracious, I'm getting so lost in this inspector. This is gross. It's fine. It's fine. I think that looks fine. I might need to do something different to differentiate it more from the border, but it works for now. I'm not entirely in love with it. My skulls are pretty pathetic, but that's all right. We'll get better at that as time goes on. I drew one nice skull. At the resurrection container. Bam. One nice skull. I think that looks pretty good, but that's like the only one I'm relatively proud of. What are we doing? We are doing, well, just continuing with the UI work that I was doing this morning. Trying to get the scroll bar in place, which it's in place now, so that's good. And that scroll bar shouldn't be visible anywhere else. So we got the scroll bar in place. And we got the borders in place. So we got to figure out what to do with the, I don't know, with the, the dimming here. So if anyone has any suggestions of what to do for dimming, I wonder if I could do this. Let me try something. First of all, let me put this update scroll bar. Let me try this. Filter props work? I don't know what that refers to. Dragon Apple, I'm sorry. Snupbill Yummers, welcome back, Snupbill. Good to have you here again. Welcome, welcome. Always good to see you here. We got that message Yummers twice today. You have so many assets. Do I? I guess I do. I guess I do. I don't know. I don't feel like it's a lot, but maybe it is. I don't know. Yummers. Yes. Yes, indeed. I love it. I love the yummers. So there's one thing that I want to try for the dimming, which is relatively easy to test. Oh, I need to remove all of this stuff. Get out of here. There we go. And that is what I can do is I can do this. Add a child node, color rect. Here. We'll just set this to invisible for now. Full rectangle there. We're going to add a shader. Or a new material, I guess. Where's this texture? We're going to use screen texture instead. How do I get the screen texture? Oh boy, I'm gonna have to figure this one out now. Oh, hint screen texture, there we go. I don't know, I guess we'll just do that. Let's see what happens. Ooh, there we go. How's that? How is that? So it just darkens everything by applying a partial fade out to the entire screen. That looks way better. Invert its color for dimming. That's an interesting idea. I have a 3x3 grid that uses different levels of dithering that my game uses for the fade transitions. Yeah, that's what I was doing, but I got comments that people didn't like that, so here I am. Here I am doing this, but I actually like this better. This looks great. So if I just animate that in now, I mean the inspector search, oh, the filter, oh, I got you. I understand what you're saying, yeah. That could have worked. I don't know if that works for filtering for things in sub resources, but that is GDScript, yeah. All my courses are GDScript except for the one that explicitly says C# in the title. That looks great. Okay, so I just need to do one thing here, which is I want to, oh shoot. I also have my editor, my Godot editor way blown up for the stream, so it's feeling a little bit claustrophobic here. That's okay though. Oh, it's not gonna update. uniform sampler 2D, screen texture, hint screen texture. Do I need to use screen UV in here? Probably should. Anyway. So it's my screen dimmer. Color rect here. We're gonna put this, oh, the screen dimmer's in there, okay. I went here. So we'll just say 3.33.33. We'll have to animate to that, basically. Okay, 0.33, remember that. And we're gonna save this as what? Material. I'll just call this screen dimmer as well. Save. And the other thing we want to do in that screen dimmer, where am I at? Is we're going to make this resource local to scene. Oh, it's already local to scene. Cool. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So now do I want to add, let me think. Do I want to make this easy on myself? Probably. Probably want to add a script to this. Let me think. Oh, this still has the fade out material attached. Let's create a new fade out material. Fade out material. Let's just do this. Well, I don't know why this needs to be a global class. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to get rid of this and hope it doesn't break anything. I don't think it's going to break anything. Create new file, screen dimmer material. Private static read-only float progress. Oh wait, I can do private static, private const float. Progress destination is equal to 0.33f. Okay, fade tween, that's all fine. Progress destination here. Progress destination there. Okay. I think that's basically all the same. Let's build. Do you know how to use the top tab game window? I do, yeah. I just don't use it. I think it's a little bit underbaked to be terribly useful. But I'm sure that will change. But yeah, I'm just so used to just working in the normal window, you know? Quick load. What am I doing? Why is this? Oh no. Why does it think the fade out material should be attached to this? I might just need to set up a new material for this. Okay, let's do that. I don't know why it's attaching that, but new shader material, save as, screen dimmer, yes, overwrite that. Shader, quick load, screen dimmer.gd shader, resource local to scene, yes. Okay, and then if I go to screen dimmer now, why is it putting the fade out material there? I don't understand that. Does everything have the fade out material? Overlay material. Why does that want to have the script? I don't understand. Why is it doing that? Let's restart Godot. What in the heck am I getting? I don't know what's going on. I did not think I would see a stream at 2 a.m. Well, it's not 2 a.m. here. It is 7:20 p.m. here. Is your game like a Tetris battle card, so unique? It's inventory management. I wouldn't say it's like too similar to Tetris, but there is some like, you know, setting up your board and everything with all the pieces fitting all nice and good. I'm very confused about this. Why is it adding a... Oh, now there's no script. Okay. Oh, interesting. Anyway, let's quick load screen dimmer. Okay, that was weird. That's okay though. Must have just been a holdover from that. Quick load screen dimmer material.cs. Cool. All right, so now I can go to my card inspector. Dimmer rect. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to quick load the screen dimmer there. Sweet. So now I'm going to get rid of this overlay texture. And I'm going to get that dimmer rectangle. Private color rect, dimmer rect. And then I don't need this overlay material anymore. Overlay material, play fade in, dimmer rect dot material. Let's get a, I guess I do want a reference to this material. This is a screen dimmer material though. Dimmer material is equal to dimmer rect as screen dimmer material. Dimmer material dot play fade in. Dimmer material dot play fade out. I'm not entirely sure about this await here. Anyway, let's see what happens. New stream setup is interesting. Do you like it or no? Let me know. Let me know. I figured it'd be better because there's more, you can see more of my screen now. And also there was no reason for the chat to remain on this screen permanently, so they fade out now. All right, let's see what happens. Bam. Oh, it failed. What in the heck? Oh, I did this wrong. Progress destination 0. You know, I'm going to change this actually. I think the reason I'm just confused here. This should be play dim in. Play dim out. I mean, that's functionally the same though. Why isn't that working? Play dim in. Set shader parameter progress to 0. Which is fine. It should go to 0.33-ish. I don't know what's happening. I got really used to the chat being on screen, but it makes sense to have it fade away. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I could always make the chat last longer or permanently as well. So there's no problems with that. Oh, there we go. Well, that's not really much of an animation that's happening though, but that does look better. It's dimmed everything without doing that weird pattern. So I actually think that maybe it just shouldn't be animated. Maybe it should just dim immediately. That looks cool though. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make that change. All right, but before I make that change, I'm gonna go take a quick 2-minute break, get a drink and all that stuff, as I usually do. We'll probably go for 2 hours like I usually do, so got quite a bit more time still. But in the meantime, allow me to give a shout out to my course again. This is the new Create a Complete Online Co-op Multiplayer Game in Godot 4. Teaches you all the high-level multiplayer concepts that you need to know to make a full cooperative multiplayer game. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. I need to get better at advertising this. Yeah, you'll learn RPCs, you'll learn a server authoritative architecture, so one peer will act as the host, and they will run the game, which means that it's basically impossible for the other peers to cheat. And you'll get the sort of thoroughness that you expect from my courses. You start with an empty project, you end with something that you can publish, complete with UI theming, sound effects, and of course, the multiplayer stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. It's a great way to support me. It's linked in the description below. Give me just 3 minutes, I'll be right back, and we'll continue on. All right, I'm back. Hold on one second. Okay, now I'm back. So this fade out, I don't think I want to do like play dim in. I don't want to do an animation. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dim it in immediately. So in this case, I want to set this to progress destination here. Get rid of all this. This doesn't need to be a task anymore. Public void dim in. We don't need any of this stuff. And then void. You know what? This will be easier if I just do this. Void dim out. There we go. Boom. So dim in, dim out. These assignments are no longer necessary. So now it's just going to immediately dim because it's only going one step, so it doesn't make sense to animate it. If it was cycling through multiple different colors, then that would make sense, but yeah, that's not happening. Thank you, Yeet. Appreciate that. Do I have a pause screen yet? I don't think I need a pause screen because basically nothing happens in the game unless you're in combat. But if you're in combat, you can pause the combat. There's just no screen that shows you that it's paused. So I actually don't think I need a pause screen. Oh, that looks good. Look at that. Just dims immediately. And then I go into it. So let me show you the combat here. So if I start a combat encounter here and I pause it, it's paused right now. Nothing's going to happen. I could leave this paused until the heat death of the universe and nothing will happen. Well, maybe that's not true, but it's not. There's nothing going to happen here. Now, I could add like a paused indicator or something. I've gotten comments that this speed control is not very intuitive, which I understand. I mean, there's a lot in this game that's not intuitive because I'm not using typical UI conventions for things. So, but yeah, the point is I don't think I need a pause screen per se, but settings, saving and quitting would need a pause. I see. Yeah, that will come later. Honestly, I may not even need a pause screen even then. Maybe I should just try to be special or something and not have a screen like that. Could make it like a little decoration on the map, the little different options like quit and whatnot. Anyway, no, we'll see. We'll see. Could be just like another tab up here too, I guess. Anyway, I think that looks great. So let's replace this now, this background, with another dim. So we're going to do another dim layer. That sounds like an insult. Dim layer. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add screen dimmer. Oh, I spelled that wrong. That's all right. So this drawer UI now, this is still using this overlay texture. So let's go ahead and add a child node. Color rect. Dimmer rect. That's already full screen. Okay. We're going to add quick load dimmer, screen dimmer there. So we need to get a reference to that screen dimmer material equals, or dimmer material here. Dimmer material is equal to, let's get rid of this overlay texture. Node private color rect, dimmer rect. Dimmer rect dot material as screen dimmer material. Now I do want to try something else, which is dimmer rect dot visible is equal to false. I think communicating with the player is your only issue. Having stylized buttons and such is cool, but it complicates things. I was confused a little bit at the start of Gunforged as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a better job of player education here. And I think I've already done a better job, like, so the clickable elements now, like in the resurrection container, right? The clickable elements are now highlighted with an animation. Ah, shoot. Well, anyway, I think you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to make it more visible what the clickable elements are. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle for sure. Like designing the actual mechanics and game loop and whatnot, you do very well. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. I'm going to have to work through a bunch of that stuff, but this is going to be the point of getting the playtests in early, is that hopefully within like a month or so, I can have a playtest in all of your hands, and then you can see how it feels. You can point out all the weird things or the things that were confusing, and then I can address those. But we're gonna see. Dimmer material.visible equals true. Is overlay visible? Why did I need this? Oh, that's okay. Dimmer rect.visible equals true. I can just set this to mouse enum pass by default. Because if you turn a control node invisible, it doesn't accept mouse events anymore. It's as if you removed it from the tree. It doesn't, if it's invisible, it doesn't affect the flow in terms of the container layouts, and it also doesn't accept any mouse events. I don't know if it still accepts input events though. I'm gonna guess no, because that's just like an extension of the same system. But now the reason I'm turning the dimmer rect.visible to false though is if I leave it visible, it's still going to be applying the shader to it, and I don't think that's going to cause any performance issues. But if I can just hide it so it's not running the shader like every frame, then I'm going to do that. It's relatively easy to do. All right, let's see what happens. Ooh, that's pretty cool. There's not enough colorful elements on the map to make that dim look very good, but I think that's pretty good still. When this has particles and everything, that's gonna look great. So I dim that, and if I do a double dim, it's got even darker. That's sweet. I want to thank whoever roasted my, oh, it was Forgotten. Forgotten roasted my dim texture, and so that caused me to think about other ways to do this. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Sweet. Hello, D-Stut. FYI, I was just looking for your referral codes, and I was lucky you were streaming because your about section on YouTube is out of date. Oh, that's a good point. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know how people do this, man. I guess they hire social media managers. There's so many things that just get out of date because you do things and you forget to change them. Update YouTube description. Update YouTube about. Thank you for pointing that out. I should probably update my X, formerly known as Twitter profile too, if it's not updated. Oh, I should probably update my website too. Son of a bee. I didn't do a lot of stuff. I'm might experiment with setting up a landing page for my course too, see if I can get at the top of Google results if people search for a Godot multiplayer course. It does look good and it sticks to the same palette, yeah. So see, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about when it's like constraints breed creativity. If I just rigidly stick to that constraint of I'm not allowed to use any color that is not on my 8-color palette, then you get things like this, which look very nice. They're thematically coherent. And it's just kind of like it provides a unique visual style, right? Like anyone can just throw on, you know, a black rectangle with some transparency to dim a screen. And I've done that multiple times before, including in Gunforged, but having to do this creates a much more visually interesting result. And I just think that that's, yeah, it just keeps the visual identity of the game very strong, I think. And that's much better than the overlay texture I was using before. Much better. The drawer open and close when you switch focus between items. Yeah, so when you open this, the reason this has to be dimmed is because mouse events are no longer accepted here. So I can't click on the map while this screen is open. I have to close the screen and then go back to the map. And then the same is true when I bring up this inspector, is that nothing else is clickable. Although these are still detecting mouse hover events, so I don't know what's going on there, but I'm gonna have to take a look at that, I suppose. Maybe I can fix that now, actually. Did I remove that texture? I did not. Let's remove that. So I actually don't need that overlay stuff anymore, so I'm gonna delete. Is this being used anywhere? No. So I can delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. Goodbye. Oh well. What would keeping it open look like? So that you could click on things? The problem is it obscures the enemy board, so I don't know. I have to go to sleep. Thanks for your nice stream. Well, thank you, Aralindo. Thank you for joining. Appreciate that. And hope to see you tomorrow for tomorrow morning stream. It also says Gunforged is wish listable, but it's released, right? Yes, it is. Yeah. Hello, Jesse the Fish. Welcome back. Spend 3 hours writing a script to auto-update your referral codes, add an extra few hours for a nice GUI, maybe a few hours to web scrape your site, save yourself 45 seconds of manual work. That sounds like the programmer way of doing things. I like the way you think, Griffin. I like it. Yeah, you can still wishlist things. I think that I don't want to call out the fact that you should wishlist it, though. I should call out the fact that you want to buy it. So I definitely want to change that. Defo want to change that. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, the hover effects. So how is that working? Agreed, yeah. All right, so let's see this. Card mouse events manager, I think. Update mouse over state for card. Oh, this is what it is. Oh, here. Shoot. I wonder if I should just do this. Excuse me. So the problem in here is that the process method is updating the mouse over states inside of this card mouse events manager. But the problem is this is not respecting the inputs that it needs. So what I might do is inside of unhandled input, what I could do is I could say if EVT is input event mouse motion, I think I can do this. And then I can do update mouse over state for card. This is not ideal, is it? But we'll just do it in there instead of in the process, and that's not exactly good. Although I guess it's fine. I don't know. And this needs to be... Oh. I guess I just need to copy this whole thing. It's iterating over all the cards every time I get a mouse motion event. I don't know. Let's see what happens. That might just break things entirely. We'll see. So it's still working there. That's good. Okay, so it's working. It's not... Those mouse events are functional. Let me just check if I can inspect an enemy board now. Yeah, I can. So whenever the card inspector pops up, I need to somehow detect that the mouse has exited that card. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I wonder if I should do... Shoot. I might need to come up with a better way of doing this. Is point in card. Card bounds has point. Maybe I do want to... I might want to use areas then. Let me think. To local card bounds. What is my card bounds? Oh, interesting. I can't, well, I could use an area 2D, but I'll need to use an area 2D with multiple shapes because I have cards that are like L-shaped. And so the mouse detection area would need to be L-shaped as well. Which means probably what I'd need to do... I would need to create a bunch of collision shape 2Ds for each tile. Is this happening only once? Do I want to open this can of worms right now? Oh, goodness. Are you making more videos now that the course is done? Yeah, I'll be working on some more videos. Yeah. For sure. Got an interview tomorrow. Oh, congratulations, Jesse. Yeah, and good luck. Yeah, definitely good luck with that. Oh, we're about to go down a rabbit hole, I think. Let's figure it out, though. Area 2D. We'll make this monitoring. No, we won't turn that off. Monitorable. Actually. Okay, we'll call this mouse area. Node private area 2D mouse area. Let's just get this working first. Mouse area dot remove and queue free children. This card bounds now. I don't know if I need this is point and card anymore. So I'm basically just gonna remove this. Remove this. Var shape is equal to new collision shape 2D. Var shape equals new rectangle shape 2D. Oh, let's do collision shape. Okay. Shape dot size is equal to cell rect dot size. Shape dot position. Well, let's do this. Wait, shape doesn't have a position, does it? Shape 2D. Yeah, it's just a resource. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this now, let's do mouse area dot add child collision shape. Collision shape dot shape is equal to shape. Collision shape dot position is equal to cell rect dot position. We can simplify this, I guess. Okay, let's do this now. Debug visible collision shapes. Oh, I already have that on. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens. Those shapes are not correct. I think this position needs to be plus game constants dot tile size divided by 2. Okay, that's better. So now what I can do is I can connect. So in ready here, I need to change this mouse area dot remove and queue free children. Return. Mouse area dot mouse entered plus equals on mouse entered. Mouse area dot mouse exited plus equals on mouse exited. Just get rid of this stuff. Now let's see. Oh, those don't have any arguments. Good. I am just going to forward these requests. Okay. Okay, all right. So now, in my card mouse events manager, when I go to register card, card.connect. Okay. Now the problem is when this card gets unregistered, force mouse exit. I don't know about any of this. This is going to be complicated, I think. I don't know. I wonder if the AI can do this. Control, right align, disconnects all signals, write a make this block disconnect all signals from the card object. That's not right. No. Get a list of all the signals first, then disconnect. What in the heck? Card dot get connected signal connection list. Oh gosh. This is annoying. All right, well, let's just do this then. Private callable mouse entered callable. Private callable mouse exited callable. Evening stream, let's go. Yes, indeed, Matthias, welcome back. What AI am I using? I'm using Copilot with various models. I switch between GPT and Claude quite frequently. Okay, so yeah. Mouse entered callable is equal to that. So I need to store a reference to the callable so that I can disconnect it. Yeah. So I'm storing these as long-lived references now, so that when I go to unregister the card, what I can do is I can say, okay, card.disconnect, card.signalName.mouse entered callable, card.disconnect, mouse exited callable. So I can disconnect from those things. I should probably also disconnect from the other stuff. Actually, that's not necessary. Is unregistered card ever called anywhere else? Oh, I guess that was kind of unnecessary for me to do that. Oh well. Anyway, force mouse exit. I don't know if I need this anymore. And I certainly don't need this, so I'm going to get rid of this. Update mouse over state for card. Do I still need that? Is there a way of, let's see, area 2D. There's no way of getting if the mouse is currently in an area 2D. So that's okay. I really don't know if I should be doing this. Let's just get rid of that. I have no clue if this is going to work. Let's see. I like Claude, works very well, sometimes better than GPT. Yeah, definitely. My blood already knows my chat GPT. That's funny. That's real funny. Okay. Ooh, the mouse over event is working. Okay, when I start dragging though, that's when it... Ooh, yeah, okay. So what I probably need to do when I start dragging... I guess I will need to do that. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I don't need to do that in unhandled input anymore. I'm going to do this. Public void disable mouse area. Mouse area dot collision layer is equal to 0. Public void enable mouse area. Collision layer equals 1. So in here, so in force mouse exit, what I'm going to do is, no, that's not a good idea. So instead of doing force mouse exit here, what I'm going to do is card.disable mouse area, end drag, dragging card.enable mouse area. I'm probably still going to need this update mouse over state. Do I need this force mouse exit anymore? I don't think so. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if that much works though. If you click outside, it goes back to the inventory. Yeah, so if you don't drop it on a valid card, it just goes right back. And I can't drag it again. So something's going on here. Am I calling this anywhere? I'm not, okay. Enable mouse here. Is that not working? Oh, I'm setting... Oh, oops. Pay no attention to me, I just made a silly error. I set dragging card to null before I called enable mouse area. There we go. I'm curious why you swapped back to GDScript for the multiplayer course. The simple answer is that there's a larger audience for GDScript content compared to C#. Sometimes I can't drag things though. Why is that happening? Why can't I drag things sometimes? Where's begin drag being called? Why is this public? This should be private. Is end drag called anywhere? Oh goodness, okay. I don't know why that's happening. Well, I know that these areas are correct, so I'm going to turn off the visible collision shapes. But it seems to be a little bit flaky, I don't know. Because GDScript is fire, yeah. Just relax, don't stress too much. Yeah, sometimes I can't drag a card. That's weird. Why is that not working sometimes? Interesting. Is there something wrong with begin drag? Oh. Maybe it's a problem with the mouse over card. How was I doing this before? Begin drag, force mouse exit. That was, yeah, setting the mouse over card to null. Oh, you know what? Maybe I did this in the wrong order. It looks like I need to emit the signal mouse exited first. Where am I listening for that? Well, that's not very helpful. I don't think that's going to be the issue. Maybe can drag becomes false somehow. Yeah, maybe that might be the case. Maybe it's a mouse UI pass, stop, ignore. I don't think so. It happens when I go from this card to this card. So it happens when I'm bordering up against a card. I bet the order of operations is wrong here. Card stats dot base card dot card definition resource dot name entered. Let's just print these things. Exited. All right. I think it's right when the cards are butting up right against each other. Alembic entered. Morel, yeah, see, the alembic exited is happening after. Well, that doesn't make any sense, but that makes sense of why that's happening. So the Morel is getting entered, it's setting it the mouse over card and emitting that signal, but then immediately after the alembic is doing the on card mouse exited, which is setting the mouse over card to null. So I think the easy way around this is going to be to connect to the mouse entered in a deferred fashion. So I'm going to always let the mouse exits fire first, and then the mouse enters. So where is that? Here. So connect on mouse. What did I say? I want to do mouse entered in deferred way. So if I do uint connect flags dot deferred, that should work, I think. What triggered the bonus stream? What could anyone possibly have done to earn this? Well, I was working on redoing the stream layout, which you may have noticed. I didn't really redo it. I kind of reoriented a bunch of things. And I wanted to give it a nice test, and I was eager to stream. So, yeah, that's why I'm here. So let's do this now. So if I enter the alembic exited always fires before the morale. So yeah, so entered always happens afterwards. Oh wait, I'm a liar. Sometimes the exited signal is still happening after. Well, that's unfortunate. Why is that order super weird? I don't understand that. I don't know what... Can you show your card structure? I'm sorry, I don't think I can. It's going to be a little bit too hard. I can answer any specific question you have about it, though. Are you open to feedback on the layout? No. You must sit here and remain silent. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, of course. Yeah, any feedback you may have, totally fine. And just don't be offended if I say, no, I'm not going to do that feedback. But yeah, feedback is definitely welcome. With only the top bars and nothing on the left and right, it doesn't feel framed. I thought I'd accidentally zoomed in on the stream and couldn't zoom out. Oh, so you're saying like put some bars up on the left and right? I can do that. Have a good day. Thank you, Kelso. Thank you, thank you. So this mouse thing is going to be essentially gotcha. This mouse thing is going to be a little bit tricky, I think. Let's read up on the Area 2D mouse entered signal. Oh, it's in collision object 2D. This signal may not be emitted in the expected order if the mouse moves fast enough, and the collision object areas 2D is small. This signal may also not be emitted if another collision object 2D is overlapping. Oh, goodness. Maybe it's detecting an overlap then? I mean, because they're like right up against each other. So I wonder if I... It's a feature because the necromancer is clumsy. Yeah. I wonder if this mouse area... Let's see. Is there like a... Hold on. Add child node collision shape. 2D. A new rectangle shape. I might just need to reduce the size by 1, maybe. Let me try that. So in here, +1, +1, -2. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. That's not going to work at all. Shoot. I don't know if this is going to work. I might have to go back to my custom mouse solution. That's so annoying. Why are these being emitted out of order? That's very annoying. I think I could probably do my own. Yeah, you know what I might do? So before I was using the process method to detect if the mouse was in the card area. Yeah, the problem is, shoot. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this some more. I don't think this is going to work. Ah, Godot. It's okay. We'll get the mouse events working. We'll get the mouse events working. In any case, that's going to be it for the stream today. Thank you everyone for watching for the second time today. I'm tired now, so I guess it's time to get ready for bed in the near future. But again, I want to remind everyone that my new course is out. Create a complete online cooperative multiplayer game in Godot 4. It's going to teach you all the high-level networking stuff you need to know to create an online multiplayer game. So if you're interested in that, please check that out. And yeah, I greatly appreciate the support. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back at it tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, so I hope to see you there. I've heard that C# has a lot of limitations in Godot. Is that true? I don't think it's true, no. I don't run into any C# limitations really at all. So it's an awesome stream. Also, this is the first stream of yours I watched. Well, thank you, Clickertail. Appreciate that. Okay, have a good night, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.